Well, hello. Welcome to Holistic Hub. My beautiful name remains Princess Dorcas, and with me today is.
Vicky Bears.
Yay! We welcome you back to
Holistic.
Holistic Hub,
Yep.
where our conversation is holistic.
Pretty much. Pretty
Yes.
much. So where we get the awesome conversations and just being real. And yeah, this is where we are naked and unashamed with Christ in the center, if you get what I mean.
If you get
So
what she means.
yes, pretty much.
Yeah. So we were having a juicy conversation about life, and we just decided, this time around, let's bring the people on board. So
Yes.
we are not going to tell you what it is, just dive right in and enjoy every bit of it. Trust me, it will bless you, and we look forward to having your feedback. Share with us.
And hope you enjoyed this podcast, okay? Stay
We
tuned.
love you. See you on the next one. Bye.
Bye.
I was talking about understanding downtimes, appreciating them, and I was making example of people like Joseph, people like Job, especially, like, for
Mm-hmm.
whatever reason, Job and Abraham, they are like my two favorite people Bible character. Job, like, for us reading Job and then just saluting his courage and all of that, is because we know the end, right? But the guy didn't know what he was going through. He didn't understand it. Like, imagine losing everything. Like, every time I always have that question. I ask myself, like, whenever I get to heaven, right? Those are the two first people. Like, people have people they want to go and meet in heaven and ask questions. My own is Job and Abraham. I want to have meeting with, like, niggas, brothers in the Lord. Waiting on us see. Like, what was that thing that kept you guys going? What was that thing that, despite what you had to go through, for Job especially, like, what kept your faith, what kept your hope, you know? Or for Abraham, my question to him is, okay, God told you, like, get up and I'll take you to the land I want to show you. Like, human beings, we typically are people that like to, quote unquote, play God in situations. And by that I mean, like, we want to be in control. We want to have a level of control,
Mm-hmm.
right? Then for him, God told him, like, get up, go to a land I will show you. Like, God didn't even give him a map. It's like more like a step at a time. Okay, now go left, now go right, take 2 steps forward, take 2 steps to the right. Like, that kind of instruction.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Like, what 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 was he thinking? What was his thought process? How was he able to just, okay, I believe this voice I'm hearing, you know, and you just, like, going, like, you carry your whole life, carry your whole investment, carry everything, and then you're just going. Like, what was that thing they were holding on to? But for Job, he went through that. I mean, I never go through that kind of safe. I dey shake small sometimes. But then, like, imagine you lost your children, lost your business, lost everything, and even your wife said, "By the you say, may you cause God had died." Guy still held on. His best friends came, and then they were they were more like mocking him and blaming him, and he still it didn't break, man.
Mm.
You know,
He was
or
firm.
yeah. And before we came on call, I was talking about Joseph as well. Like, imagine betrayal from your own siblings.
Guy.
and then they come and sell you, and then you have to go into slavery, and like yo and then when you met them, bro, forgive them, like chill, like oh, it's okay, like you people meant it for evil, but like this is God's plans for me, like uh, excuse me, you went to prison, you were falsely accused, like how,
But Dorcas,
like
that's what the process does to you.
like
That's what the process, it breaks you and transforms you even without without you knowing that these changes actually occur inside of you.
yeah, I think it's how do I put it, it appears big because we can see the full picture. I'm sure for them it's like every day, it's just like our life right now, like life is life in
Mm-hmm.
you know, life is life in, and then you just go, and then you have a little bit of quote unquote freedom, and everything seems like it's settled, things are
Mm-hmm.
okay, and before you know it another thing happen again. You're
Oh
like, God,
boy.
why me?
Mhm.
you know. So if actually we sit down to pile the different seasons of our life, probably our story will be similar to these guys, you know. So yeah, down seasons are part of life, they are necessary, they are they are needed.
Mhm.
And just like there's this saying, I can't remember exactly how the code goes, but like just like in school, for example, let me just explain it out. In school, you'll be taught, chapters by chapters for a while.
Mhm.
Then after the end or a set time, they will come and test you. That time is just you and your question paper.
Right.
Your tutor or your lecturer cannot come and help you. Your friends that you were in class together, laughing together, doing assignment together, and all of that, they can't help you. So, I mean, whatever it is that we are doing and we're going through is more like a training. And then when life begins to life, it's more like our exam time or something. I don't know. It's
Right.
just,
Pretty much. Pretty
it's
much.
just, it's just. Well, more we need grace.
Yeah,
God.
the grace is really
Mm.
it's the stretching is not funny. But
Stretching is not
I
funny. Stretching is not funny.
yeah.
Trusting God is not funny. Like, yeah, it's easy. Like, I trust you, God, but
No,
yo,
it's not funny. You
it's hard work.
trusting God when you don't even understand why it's happening in the first place. It's a whole
Trusting God when it doesn't make
makes
sense.
sense
Like,
to you though. Okay, it makes
yeah,
sense
of
to
course,
God.
to God. He
Doesn't
knows
make
what
sense
he's
to
doing.
you.
Yeah.
Because
Because at the
what
end of the day, you now, sorry, I got you. Go ahead.
no, I want to say because just like a movie, the director or the script writer knows how it's gonna end. Even the
Mm.
actors have an idea of where this is going, but we the viewers
So, as
will suspense. We still have to follow the timeline of the story most of the time, at least not Nigerian movie. To get the whole to get the whole story. No cheating,
let's say
but
every
you get
entire
what I mean.
Nigerian movie.
But you get
See,
what I mean.
that Nigerian movie thing,
No,
just the side joke.
yeah, try it now.
Myself and my aunt, when I was still in Nigeria, myself and my aunt, we literally watch Nigerian movies to criticize.
No, they are
Even till
trying
now,
now. They
I
are
do
trying
it.
now. They're trying now.
Yeah, I mean, there's
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 improvement.
improvement,
Yeah.
but trust me, I still find, like, I get pissed. Like, how can you not notice that that is
This thing gave it all up. Like just this one rule. We already know what's next. Like
or is
really.
it the acting or the camera picking the microphone? Like, I mean, anyways, that's nothing to
Yeah,
me.
but you get what I'm saying. So pretty much God is the
Yeah.
master planner, is the writer of the story,
Mm.
you know, is the writer of the story, and you are just following the script, at least if you align yourself. Even though you align yourself, it doesn't mean that there's still not going to be that silence wilderness period. The wilderness period is not for, it's not just for him though, you
Hmm.
know. It's not just for him because he has finished his work in us.
Yeah.
But because of the earthly thing that we need to die to, the self we need to die to, so we don't
Hmm.
destroy the glory at the end, while those process are part of the curriculum.
Hmm.
Just so we die to self. That's the whole essence. Because look at it now, you're dying to self. It's not just, God is not a selfish God.
Come on.
The glory at the end is coming to him, but you have to decrease so that it will be seen even in the midst of that glory.
Hmm.
You get, so
So
you
it's
don't,
more like sorry, I just want to share this. It's more like shedding off the Adamic nature.
layers, yes, because there are layers
And
to this nature.
then yeah. So like the scripture says, so as you behold him,
Mm-hmm.
become more and more like
We
come on.
behold and we are formed, Abby. So the more you behold, you'll be
Come on.
transformed, you'll be formed. But then it's not a one day thing. That's why you cannot depend on the grace of yesterday. You keep coming, you keep depending, you keep relying on him.
Daily
Like you
loaded
keep
up with
dying. I'm a
benefits.
sacrifice, Lord. I'm a you just keep surrendering yourself. Because you did it yesterday doesn't mean that today, because you surrendered, there's no need to ask for mercy today. The mercies are even new every morning.
Every morning. Praise God.
Why? Why is it renewed every morning?
Hmm.
What do you think?
Hmm.
Why is the mercy renewed every morning? And
Hmm.
endure it forever. Because you're gonna need it.
Come on.
It's not just endure it for today, ever, forever, as far as you live. As long as you keep living and coming to draw new strength from him. It's forever,
Wow.
never ending. I think
Come
for
on.
Joseph and for Abraham, it's just from one step to another, it's from one moment to another, knowing that God saved even that first instant. They didn't know why they
Mm-hmm.
got the vision, why they heard the voice, or even Samuel, why he heard the voice. But just one single act of obedience gave them an
Mm-hmm.
equity to draw from to even move to the
Yeah.
next step. I think for us, most times we forget to look back and just
Hmm.
remember the seasons that God literally, you know, help us overcome or triumph. Like
Hmm.
we're like, this season it looks like we are done. This is it. And then
Hmm.
you are in a new brown season that you can't even remember like you went through that in the first place. So
Yes.
it takes a
Hmm.
time of reflection, to be honest. It's needed. There's a
Hmm.
time for everything. That reflection time, it's a very important part. Meditation, just to reflect on his faithfulness, not just your suffering, just
Hmm.
his faithfulness. That's where Thanksgiving is better off from. Just reflect on his. Do you want to
Wow.
do what from Agusa to Lefkosha? Let's start. If we start, why not make this podcast in the first place? Are you getting my point? So these are these
Yeah, I
are
get
things
you.
on my side I've really sat down to ponder on. Like, God actually, he led us from that pit that looks so deep. Like it's like we're sinking. Like we're never coming out of this. We
I
actually came
remember
out of
like
it.
semester by semester you're wondering,
Are you getting my point?
every
Just
start
believing God
semester you're crying, you're
for
praying,
school
oh
fees,
God. Hmm.
how you gonna
House
eat,
rent,
house rent, never stopping every month. How you
then
gonna
doing
eat
shabu job. Hmm.
day
My
in,
God.
night, you close 5
Right.
and resume second one by 6 or 7,
Mm-hmm.
come back home by 4, you're up. Like it was looking like a whole circle that's not gonna end. But what are we talking about now?
Come on.
So that's the equity we're talking about, just drawing strength from the faithfulness. Like he did it before, he can do it again. That's the
Mm-hmm.
equity. I think that's one thing that gave Joseph, just knowing, because during those wilderness times, their relationship actually grew. The Bible did not
Hmm.
give us full details, but if they have told you in detail, it's just a storytelling pretty much. But if these people that actually live the life open their mouth to tell you how their relationship grew with God, for Abraham to be God's friend, that God included him before he destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah, where Lot chose to go to.
Yeah.
Come on.
Mm. Mm.
It's a whole, the relationship is not normal. Even in those dry places, they still, build up, like, go back to this God, and like, even this hard time, you still be my God. I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah.
There is nowhere for me to even turn to in the first place. You are my option A, option B, option C to Z. There is no other option, Father. It's you or you. It's you and you.
You are you, my dear.
You get my point?
Because even if you want to like look up to men or like turn to men, that person too, life is life in them. They need
Yeah.
they need some kind of supernatural deliverance. Because at the end of the day, everyone you see smiling, it says the apple for back when they know they tell you.
Yes, yes. And that's why a statement that Lady Anne mentioned one day, or said one day, it's really struck her to me, is, why do we get so mad at human beings for being human beings?
Why?
Like, it broke me. I know sometimes most of we don't really get it. Like, this person is actually a human being, because of our expectations, or because of where we've placed them in our lives,
Yes.
and you're like, I didn't even imagine you ever do this in the first place. You were bigger than this.
Mm.
But last, men will be men, including
Telling you.
including you.
I'm
That
telling
man's story too. You they feed them. You're not
you.
coming through the way they expect you to come through. You get my point?
Yeah.
So men will be men. Was it
Telling
this last week? I was just saying, as usual, now men don't fail. God, I'm here again. They will always. It's a norm. They can't figure it out. Last, they can't figure it out. They really want to help though. They have the intentions to be of good help, but they are just limited.
True.
So God
And
have
you know,
to.
the thing I used to remind myself about, like, when it comes to us being human being, what is going to happen in the next second, in the
Mhm,
next minute, in the next hour, in the next day, in the next, week or year, we don't know.
mhm.
And that limitation puts a cap on the help that you can render to somebody or somebody can render to you.
Yeah.
So every now and then when I say, like, really, I don't have anybody, I know that even the help that I'm crying for or that I need is God that will choose who is going to help me.
Yes.
It's God that is going to be like, okay, this person is going to be my arm
Mhm.
of provision to you in this season. You get? It's like, Mama, God help us.
There's a saying that if you know the person, God, if you know the person that's going to help you, right, then that is not God.
Hey, wow, say that again.
If you know the person that is going to help you,
That's not God.
that's not God.
Mm, wow, that's deep.
God loves mystery. You don't understand. It loves to be mysterious. It loves hide and
And
seek.
it's fun.
It
If
loves
you
hide
come
and
across
seek.
mystery plan,
That's why
it's
I say
fun.
God is so romantic. He loves hide and seek. Like, come find me, boo. Come find me. Come seek for me.
Oh, find me, baby.
You know?
But true, hey, God, have you love? Aye,
Ah,
God have you
God is
love,
a
bro.
lover. See, don't even get me started. God,
Let's not even enter
God,
that
God is a
chapter.
romantic God. Don't get me started on that part. He's so romantic. Trust me.
Girl,
He's so romantic.
if only we can love like God.
If
I
you-
mean, we're trying to get there,
Oh
but
boy.
you know,
It's funny we're saying this, because these are kind of the thoughts that drop through my mind sometimes. I think pretty much this week, passing week, like like Jesus, how do you just love us? Like, for real, how? How do you do it?
Because even with fellow human beings, you're just like, how can you just be like, like, you just want to give up, even on yourself. Sometimes there's some, like for me now, for example, there's some things that I know, like Dorcas, you have no business in this, but
Mm-hmm.
you just find yourself doing it, and you're
Mm.
like, what is your problem? You know better not to do this in the first place. Like, girl,
Like how
I
do
feel like flogging myself sometimes. Like, why would you do this? Like, why? How? Explain yourself.
but
But then God loves us through it all, and I'm like, God, so I don't come again, or I don't fuck off.
just you talking now took me to that place where the adulterous woman was caught some,
Mm-hmm.
and they were telling Jesus what she was caught in the act, by law they should do this and do that, and God was like, any of you without sin, throw the first stone.
For the first time. Hmm. Hmm.
Like the one I said, God has already literally give us I do even before we say I do, and he's still doing it.
Yeah.
Very committed, very loyal,
Hey, God,
faithful.
thank you.
His love is not conditional. Our love is conditional. You know that. His love
Yes,
is
no.
um.
See, we don't enter
Let's
love.
no no. Let's not go there. It's a love month, but let's not go there. See, it's a whole lot to uncover.
Hey,
Let's not go
speaking
there.
of, it's true.
It's a love
They start
month.
choking us with Valentine's Day.
where where is your boo?
Valentine is coming. Hey, where is your boyfriend?
but
Voila.
but for real, right? Talking of love, nah, our world lacks true love. Oh. They do.
See,
Love.
the problem, the problem me have.